Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be taking you through my 4K Blu-ray collection. I started collecting 4K Blu-rays all the way back in 2022. And I just want to say this out the gate. The first couple of ones I bought were all on sale. I am a man of sales. If I can find a way to not pay full price, I will do that. The first two 4K Blu-rays that I ended up buying was Christopher Nolan's Tenet and Matt Reeves' War for the Planet of the Apes. And you might be wondering, why these two? I absolutely love and adore Tenet, but more importantly, I got it for around £6.84. And War for the Planet of the Apes was in the £7 range. I got these both on Amazon, and as someone who wanted to start getting into the 4K Blu-ray realm, it's a great way to be cost efficient. I don't just have 4K Blu-ray, and the reason is that some films and TV shows only release on Blu-ray. So a TV show like True Detective Season 1 is only on standard Blu-ray. I got this last year because I am deeply obsessed with this show. And instead of having to pay a monthly subscription for Showmax where it's 99 Rand per month, I can simply spend 150 Rand in one go and get it, and I can watch it however much I want to. And again, the quality is just so much better. Another TV show, Netflix's Daredevil. And I'm saying Netflix because, well, Netflix released season 1 and 2 on Blu-ray back in the day. And I got these both also in December 2022. I'm not a fan of Disney Plus as a subscription service, and to me, if I was able to get these, I got them, I'm very happy with it, and they look great. The only sad thing is that I don't have season 3. Well, they never released season 3 on physical. I also ended up getting Jessica Jones. I got it as a birthday present. Jessica Jones is a show that I loved. I loved it so much when I first watched it back in 2015. I think I've seen this like 3 or 4 times over the years. And again, it's a good looking show, man. What is the way that I've been going around collecting? For me, it's very much about getting films that I love, or specifically a filmmaker. A great example is Christopher Nolan. At this point in time, I have all of the films that he has released in 4K Blu-ray. I've got it. And again, this is a mixture of me spending my own money, but also getting them as Christmas or birthday gifts. So here you can see I've got the Dark Knight Rises trilogy, which is awesome. It's a massive fat stack. It comes with the films in 4K, but also standard Blu-ray, and comes with all of the behind the scenes and special features. I'd say the best two looking films are both Tenet and Oppenheimer. I love Tenet. I'm not going to be biased here, but I do think that those two films look incredible. Over the years, I've become a big fan of Denis Villeneuve, so I've ended up getting kind of some pinnacle films here, which is Sicario, Blade Runner 2049, and the 2 Dune movies. Whilst I was in the UK, I wanted to get Arrival, but HMV was sold out, so I ended up going for Shutter Island that day. But I do intend on getting his entire filmography. I hope that they do release Prisoners in 4K, especially having that bump with HDR. It will look incredible, but at this point in time, it's just standard Blu-ray. So you never know. You might be wondering, Barkley, like how much money will we have spent on this? I'm not saying a single word. But again, it's not a cheap hobby, but it is something that I deeply care about. So the only films that I've bought at full price is Tron Legacy, mainly because I absolutely love and adore this film. Originally they did a limited run, but it seems that they printed more of these, which is awesome. Secondly, this is going to be a controversial one, but it is George Miller's Furiosa and Mad Max saga. I'm obsessed with this movie that I would watch it like once a week. It is, yeah, James like rolling his eyes, but I would constantly listen to the soundtrack and I just talk about this non-stop, and there's something that just kept on itching my brain. And now I've even got it in black and white on Apple TV. I do intend on getting the entire Mad Max 5 film collection, which includes the both black and chrome for Furiosa and Fury Road. But Furiosa is one where I wanted to bite the bullet because I was leaving the UK, so I just thought let me get it. Around a week later, it ended up going on sale. The next one that I ended up buying full price for is Guillermo del Toro's Nightmare Alley. I spoke about this in my Christmas haul video, but genuinely the black and white version of this film looks incredible. And when I was in HMV with my friend Tom, I was like debating on whether I should get it or not. And he just said to me, it's like, why are we here? Like, you care about these things. Get the ones you care about. And especially for one like Nightmare Alley, it's pretty spectacular. And when you open it up, you get this whole little brochure, and here you have a director's note, which Guillermo explains the importance of the black and white version and what his intention behind it is, but also why he prefers it to the theatrical / colored version of the film. So you might be wondering, what are some of the best looking 4K Blu-rays in here? Again, as I said already, Tenet and Oppenheimer are beautiful. Those IMAX shots look amazing. But another one I would say that looks pretty good is Top Gun Maverick. I believe is mastered at 4K, and my goodness me, is it gorgeous, especially those IMAX sequences when they're in the jets. Chef's kiss. We don't get fooled again. One that I actually am always surprised by is Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. Yeah, I'm quite happy that I have the Part 1 version. If you didn't know, they changed the name where it's now just Dead Reckoning. There's no Part 1, as originally the final reckoning was going to be Part 2. And yeah, some surprise ones that I have here. I've got Girl with the Dragon Tattoo in Blu-ray, Sony in Blu-ray. I also have Zodiac Director's Cut and The Fabelmans. If there was a movie that I could deeply connect to and be like, he's just like me, it's this movie. I watched this in cinemas and I cried my eyes out the whole way through. I bought it on Apple TV and I bought it when it said I bought it in 4K quality. I can only watch it now in HD on there, and having this, it's just beautiful, and I think it might be one of Spielberg's best films. You can very much tell it's from the heart, it's a love letter. So yeah, would highly recommend The Fabelmans. Also, it's just a beautiful looking film. If you guys have any questions, comment down below. If you're someone that is collecting or is wanting to get into it, again, ask questions, go to the 4K Blu-ray subreddit. If you're interested in some of more of the details in terms of bitrate and the overall quality and wanting to look at reviews, I'd recommend Blu-ray.com. It's a great source to go and find out whether a film has been mastered in 4K or if it's a 2K DI that's been upscaled. A good example is the Harry Potter series. The first 2 movies were both photochemically processed and done, so they will look the best, whereas the rest of the series were all 2K DIs and upscaled to 4K. Thank you all so very much. I hope you have a wonderful day, and peace out.